Good morning, dear cadets. So as you know, yesterday we have completed some of the exercise of chapter number 15. Chapter number 15. Chapter name is Life. NCERT exercises. NCERT exercises. Okay. So till question number 6 I have already completed. Now question number 7. Write the difference between convex lens and concave lens. So difference between convex lens and concave lens are as follows. You know this one, convex lens, thick at middle and thin at edges. Okay, and concave lens, thick at edges and thin at middle. Okay, got this one or not? You know the shape also. This one is like that. Okay, this is like that. What about this one? This is like that. Okay, so this is thick at middle and thin at edges. This one is thick at edges here and thin at middle. Okay, so these are the first difference between convex lens and concave lens. Second one is, this one is known as converging lens because whenever light passes through it, it converges them. Okay, and they are the transparent glass or plastics only, so light can pass through it. And this is known as diverging lens because it diverges the passed light. Okay, forms real and virtual image. It forms real and virtual image. It forms only virtual image. It forms only virtual image. So try to understand. Convex lens, you have got the two conditions. Okay, two conditions, when the object is placed close to it and when away from it. So in both condition, one condition you will get the real image, another condition you will get the virtual image. Already you have written when you will get the virtual image, when you will get the real image. In this case, what is there? All the cases you will get the virtual image only, whether you have placed the object near to the lens or away from the lens. Okay, in this way question number 7 is over. Now question number 8 is, write one use of concave and convex mirror. Okay, so the question number 8, what is the question number 8? Write one use of each concave mirror and convex mirror. Already you have written this question. Concave mirror is used to examine eyes, ears and throat. Okay, because it can enlarge the images. So it will be easy for the doctor to examine the ear, nose, eyes and throat. Second one is used to see the enlarged image of teeth. Okay, and what is the use of convex mirror? Convex mirror is used as a side mirror of automobiles, so that actually why it is used as a side mirror of automobiles, you know that convex mirror can form the image spread over large area. So if it is used as a side mirror, driver can see the traffic behind to his vehicle. Okay, so this quality of convex mirror used to see the images of vehicle which is spreading over large area. Okay, so these uses already you have written, but again if you want to write, you can write. Some more questions are there. They are actually one word type. That question number 9, which type of mirror can form real image? Okay, question number 9, already you have seen the question. Which type of mirror can form real image? Concave mirror. What is this one? Concave mirror. Now question number 10. Always remember, concave mirror only form the real image. Convex mirror always form the virtual image. Which type of lens form always virtual image? Concave lens. Question number 10. Answer, concave lens. Concave lens always form the virtual image. Now question number 11. Question number 11. What is the question number 11? Just see. A virtual image larger than the object can be produced by a concave mirror. Concave mirror. These are one word answer. Concave mirror. Okay. So in this way your exercise is completely completed. Now some MCQ type of questions are there. MCQ type. Actually question number 11 is MCQ only. This is MCQ. Question number 11. MCQ. Okay. Now question number 12. Question number 12. This is also MCQ only. What is the correct option? So this is the concave mirror. Correct option is second. Option second. And question number 12. What is the question number 12? Question number 12 is David is observing his image in a plane mirror. The distance between the mirror and his image is 4 meter. If he moves 1 meter toward the mirror, then the distance between David and his image will be 6 meter. Just see, remember this one. David is observing his image in a plane mirror. The distance between the mirror and his image is 4 meter. Okay, the distance between the mirror and his image is 4 meter. If he moves 1 meter towards the mirror, 1 meter towards the mirror, then the distance between the David and his image will be 6 meter. Okay, what is that one? Option third. Option third, 6 meter. Okay. Now question number 13 is also there. Question number 13. I will read the question. Now already I have given you the screenshot of NCERT questions. The rear view mirror of a car is a plane mirror. Okay. A driver is reversing his car at a speed of 2 meter per second. The driver sees in his rear view mirror the image of a truck parked behind his car. The speed at which the image of the truck appear to approach the driver will be. Now options are 1 meter per second, 2 meter per second, 4 meter per second, 8 meter per second. So I am leaving up to you. Now write their answer. Question number 13. Their answer you write. Just use the characteristics of image formed by the plane mirror and write their answer. Okay, in this way your entire exercise, NCERT exercise of chapter number 15 is completely completed, except question number 13, that is MCQ. I am leaving to you for solving that one. Okay, so I hope that you have got and complete it. Now the next chapter is water chapter. Okay, so water chapter is 16 number chapter. Outline today only I will give you, that how many things are included in the water chapter. So dear cadets, the outline of chapter number 16 is as follows. What is the name of chapter number 16? Water, a precious resource. Okay, so just see, in this chapter how many things are included. Number one thing, we will discuss about the water as a global resource. Don't think that water is required by the human being or only one particular country. All over the world, across the globe, the availability of water or utility of water is required. Okay. Next one is availability of water in nature. That how much, just see, of course water is present everywhere. 70% of this globe is filled with the water. The question arises here, how much water is potable water, drinkable water, fit for drinking? That is the availability of water in nature we will discuss, particularly into context of potable water or water which is fit for drinking. Okay. Another thing is in how many forms water is available in this nature. So water is available basically in three forms: solid, that is ice; liquid, that is water only; and gas, that is water vapor. We'll discuss that one also. Next one is water cycle. Okay, so in water cycle we will discuss the flow of water from earth to sky. Okay, so there are various processes: evaporation is there, condensation is there, infiltration is there, precipitation or rain is there. So many processes are there in the water cycle. Okay, so the circulation of water from earth to sky and sky back to earth, that will discuss in the water cycle. Next one is groundwater. The potable water is basically groundwater only. So how the groundwater is recharged, okay, we'll discuss all those things. Next one is what are the factors which are leading the depletion of groundwater. Nowadays what is happening, water table is depleting day by day. So what are the factors which are responsible for the depletion of water table? Another one thing is water management. Water management means rainwater harvesting technique. How can we increase the availability of groundwater? Okay, so we'll discuss this one. Another important thing is what an individual can play role towards the conservation of water. Okay, how can we minimize the wastage of water? Okay, that will also study in this chapter. Now distribution of water. Now across the globe how the water is distributed. Okay, and at the end we'll study what is the effect of water scarcity on plant. Okay, because plant is also the important part of this universe or nature. If water is not available, how they are being affected? Okay, so these are the outline of this chapter, and in upcoming days we'll discuss all those things one by one. Okay, like water as a global resource, availability of water, role of an individual towards the conservation of water, and so on so forth. Okay, so mentally be prepared to study this chapter, that is chapter number 16. So before that you complete the NCERT exercise of chapter number 15 and NCERT exercise of chapter number 14. Just time being put on hold, afterwards I will complete that one also. Okay, so in this way the duration of video is completely completed. Okay, thank you.